Hi guys, how are we? It's another week. Oh well, haven't been here for a minute. Yeah, life happened, and but you know what? I'm here, so I hope you've been well. Today I thought I've been thinking about talking about coming on here and talking about this topic. So, and I'll start by talking about this word connection. So have you like growing up, I think I had that word so many times, and I always wondered, is my life is my life going to be determined by this word connection? In what I mean, so I made a couple of notes, so I'll be referring to them. To me, connection, it almost meant that when I see connection, I would have to think about corruption, because when I finished high school and finished college as well, and I started thinking about looking for jobs, because obviously that's what you think about when you finish school, wanting to get your foot on the door, and what do you hear? Connection. Who do you know? And it's interesting because growing up where I grew up, it was always about, especially if you're trying to get a government job, and then it's not just a government job, it can also be like a private company. And you always I was always confronted by people around me asking me, do you know someone who knows someone who knows someone? And so I always used to think, to be connected to an opportunity doesn't mean that I always have to pay for it. I mean, like, nothing is free in this life, but don't get me wrong. But in essence, it was almost like corruption. Like, it was almost like connection. To me, it was always, I had that mindset that it was always connected to corruption. And it's because in some jobs, as we all know, in some countries, you have to pay someone to even get your foot on the door. That is one. What I learned was, and this is what I wrote, what you need to know that, because you talk about, who do you know? But at the end of the day, I told myself this: look, there is so many ways that word connection can go. So you might want to view it as, I have to pay someone to get a foot on the door, and half of the time, if you're doing that and you're not qualified for that particular job, and you're paying someone to get through the back door, that's obviously corruption. But then again, there's so many other ways you can be connected, because let me tell you what I learned in life. To get ahead, it's definitely who you know, but who you know doesn't always have to be doesn't have to come on a negative light. So then I learned, how can I meet the people I want to meet so that I get where I want to get? Networking. And I obviously learned that, not just in Australia, but in Kenya as well. The jobs that I got in Kenya a couple of years before I got here, they were connected. Somehow I learned about those opportunities because of the people that I had met, because of the connections that I had made in terms of networking. Could be people I had met at school, people within my community, people I had met doing my placement, people I had met on the streets and just said hi and got to know them. So it's always networking. It's someone you know might know someone you don't know, and that someone you don't know might be knowing someone who can actually open a door of opportunity for you. So there's that one. 2, volunteering. So many people say, some people don't understand volunteering, and I said that I'll find time to talk about volunteering in another video. But when you think about volunteering, some people just think that, oh, I'm just going to work for someone for free, I will not get anything in return. But they're valuable intangibles that you can actually get through volunteering. You can learn so much from people. You can connect with people, and the people you connect with when you're volunteering might know people who are in your line of field or your line of interest, and they might connect you in that way. and you might end up learning that someone knows someone who is probably hiring or looking for someone. So volunteering opportunities can actually get you to where you want to be in life, or even to can open that door for you. Because you've exposed yourself to that environment of expanding your network or expanding people that you may know. The other one is the one I thought, so I'll give a story. Let me give a story now quickly to finish up. I think what I learned when I came to Australia was this is my experience. I landed, like, let's say today, it was on 5th July. And I just thought to myself, I need to be independent. I've always wanted to be an independent woman. I don't want to depend on anyone. I don't want I want to work hard. I've always enjoyed and loved the idea of enjoying the fruit of my hard work and my labor. So I wanted to work hard. I wanted to know that whether or not I was going to get support from my parents, because they've always been very supportive. I wanted to make sure that I work hard for what I got, or what I will get. So I landed like today, and tomorrow I started walking around. I needed to know the suburb and the city I've just landed to because I didn't know anybody in this country. And I walked around and I was looking at the shops, and most of the shops had Asian writings on them, so I could read the English and I could know that's restaurant. But I felt like maybe I did not have I could not qualify because I could not understand the language of that particular establishment. So this is quite interesting, mind you. But I learned early on that confidence can take you places that qualification cannot. And it was an important eye opener for me to know that if I believe in myself and I know that I have something that I can walk up to someone and start a conversation, then I know an opportunity can present itself. So I got out of the house. I started walking in this neighborhood. Mind you, I've just landed from yesterday. I'm talking about I've just landed, and I've just landed yesterday. So here I am. I'm now looking for a job. And I thought, look, it's 21st century. You probably need to go online and apply for jobs on seek.com or whatever other platforms they have. But I thought, I'm going to do it traditional way. I want to go out there and meet people and talk and present myself. So the one thing I learned is that have confidence, right? So and then, because that confidence will get you out of the house to start walking and looking at establishment, understanding the area that you're trying, if it's a new area that you're in or it's a place that you already live, just understanding what opportunities are around you by just having that confidence to walk out of the house. The second one was believing in yourself. So as you walk knowing that you believe in yourself and you believe that you're enough and you believe that you have something to offer in this world. It doesn't matter as long as you're whole, and you know that especially when you're looking for a job, you must know that you're looking for a job because you have something to offer. Then knock doors. So knock doors, smile, say hi, and then introduce yourself. Hello, my name is Consolata, whatever your name is. And I'm looking for this and this and this. By any chance, would you have that opportunity, or by any chance do you know someone who has that opportunity? Do that. The other one is say what you can offer. So you've come to an employer. It could be a restaurant, and in my case, so I'll give a story of what happened. So as I was walking, I saw this restaurant, and I thought, you know what, at least I can read the name. I'll walk in and introduce myself. And so I walked in and I said, hello, my name is Consolata and I'm looking for a job. As funny as it sounds, that's exactly what I did. And I said, look, I don't have an experience working in restaurants. I'm not a chef. But one thing I like doing, I like peeling potatoes, and I know how to, and I like doing dishes. I really do. And actually, I'm not even kidding. I like doing dishes. If it was an actual job, I would do it. I enjoy it. And I said, that's what I can do. I also love people, so I wouldn't mind serving as well, meaning I could waitress, I could wait, and I was happy to be a waitress as well. And so already at the table, I'm laying down what are my capacities, right? So I've already said I'm not a good chef, that's okay, but I've said this is what I can do. And this gentleman just looked at me and he thought, okay, he's thinking, wait, who is this person? I've never seen them. And he said, look, at the moment we are not hiring, but you know what? Write your name and number here, and if we need someone, we'll definitely have you in mind. And then proceeded to ask me, are you new around here? Because I've never seen you. And I said, yes, I came yesterday from East Africa, Kenya. And he's still very shocked. And to cut the story short, this was a Saturday. I came in on a Friday. This was a Saturday, and by Sunday evening they happened to have the restaurant fully booked, and they needed someone. It was a family only business. It was a family business, and I was called, and the rest is history. I worked there for I guess 4 good years, in that same restaurant, and mind you, it was the best job ever. I was paid well, that I was able to pay my bills. I had to bother my parents to support me with my bills and with my amenities and rent and things like that. I supported myself. If anything, I was very much comfortable that I could support myself, and that's it. And they've been my family since till today. We still talk and we're still in touch, and they used to give me food. I didn't used to have to cook. I used to get food from the restaurant, both lunch and dinner. And it was, and I got myself in that community, and I got myself in a lovely family, and I never felt isolated because I had these people in my corner. So yeah, that's one way I can say, and I live by the quote that goes by, opportunity meets preparedness. So you can have opportunity and you can miss it because you're not prepared. So always stay prepared, walk, have a smile on your face, be confident, believe in yourself, walk up there and say what you can offer. Give on the table what you can offer. You may never know, because that's how opportunities come, and they must come and find you prepared. All right, so I thought I'd make this short today, and I hope it helps someone out there. If you're at home and you're thinking, I've just finished uni, I've finished college, I've finished my certificate, my diploma, degree, whatever it is that you finished, and you're looking for a job, that's one thing that has worked for me in the past, and I'm certain somehow, if you believe in yourself, the world will believe in you, and go out there and you can do wonders. All right, now on to with that, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.